Hello student, today we will see one important point of gravitation, that is universal law of gravitation given by very famous scientist Newton. So before this law, before the discovery of this Newton's discovery, one important scientist whose name is Galileo Galilei. This scientist pointed out one important fact. And what is that fact? If two objects, one is heavy object suppose, another is lighter object. If these two objects are fall from certain height under the influence of gravity, so both objects will achieve same velocity when they falls on the surface. That means both objects are accelerated with same acceleration under the influence of gravitational force exerted by earth. And later on scientists discovered that the value of g, that is acceleration due to gravity, it is 9.8 meter per second square on earth's surface. So very first time Galileo Galilei explained that this acceleration, constant amount of acceleration is developed, whatever may be the masses of object, when they are performing motion under the influence of gravity, gravitational force. So this is one important fact. Later on, Newton discovered one important point related to this acceleration due to gravity. At that time, scientists observed that the orbit of moon is somewhat circular when it revolves around the earth. Suppose this is moon and the moon is revolving around the earth. So during its revolution, the orbit is circular and not elliptical. In Kepler's law, we have studied that the orbit is elliptical, but the rotation of moon around the earth, that orbit is circular, and during its circular motion, this moon, it is accelerated towards earth with certain acceleration. So it has been observed that the period of moon around the earth, it is 27.3 days, and the moon is orbiting with constant angular velocity omega. So one can find out what is the acceleration acting on moon due to the gravitational field of earth. So how one can find out? See, this is a circular motion. It is no doubt it is uniform circular motion, and we know that in uniform circular motion centripetal force is acting on the orbiting body. So centripetal force, it is given by formula mr omega square, where m is mass of moon, r is distance between moon and earth. This distance is near about 3.65 into 10 raised to power 8 meter. 3.65 into 10 raised to power 8 meter. So this much amount of centripetal, omega is constant angular velocity. So this much amount of centripetal force is acting, and the force is related, in mechanics we have studied that force is related with acceleration by simple formula, F is equal to ma. So we can substitute here, F is equal to ma here, ma. What do we get? M cancel. A is equal to r omega square, and omega is nothing but 2 pi by t whole square. We can substitute these two values. Previously I have given here. So r 3.65 into 10 raised to power 8 meter into 4 pi square, 3.14 into 3.14, and divided by t square, T square is 27.3. Actually it is in days. So we can convert it into second. 27.3 into 24 into 60 into 60 square. So by calculating this, I will give directly the value. The acceleration acting on moon, it is 0.0027 meter per second square. This is the acceleration, and remember this acceleration is acting along the radius and towards the center of earth. Why? Because this is uniform circular motion, and in uniform circular motion tangential acceleration component is absent, only radial component is acting. So AT is absent here, AT is completely absent here. Radial acceleration is acting, and that acceleration is this one. And if the object is present on earth surface, any object, the acceleration, it becomes 9.8 meter per second square. So earth is attracting moon with this much acceleration, and earth is attracting this mass which is present on earth surface with this much acceleration. No doubt there is very large difference. This is very small fraction, 9.8, it is more. So it must be true that acceleration should depend on distance, because this distance is large, therefore the fraction is very less here, acceleration is very less, and this distance is less because object is present on earth surface itself. So acceleration is greater, somewhat greater. So if we take this division, acceleration of both places at certain distance r and on earth surface, so it is observed that this division, that means acceleration on moon and acceleration of object, so this division, it comes out near about 3600. Acceleration of object and acceleration of moon, this division, it is near about 3600, and therefore Newton conclude that acceleration produced, gravitational acceleration, it also depends on one particular factor, that is square of distance. Multiplying on both sides by m, we get ma directly proportional to m upon r square, and m into a is nothing but force. So F is directly proportional to m upon r square, where small m is mass of moon and F is force exerted by earth on moon. But if we consider Newton's third law, what is it? For every action there is equal and opposite reaction. So this is action force, force exerted by earth on moon, this is action force. At the same time moon is also exerting force on earth, and this is reaction force. So this equation is partial now. So to complete that equation, we must consider another mass. Another mass is mass of earth, capital M. So now it will become complete action and reaction force. So from Newton's third law, if we consider a complete gravitational force, mutual force of attraction between earth and moon, that force, it will be directly proportional to product of masses of earth and moon divided by r square. Remove this proportionality sign by a particular constant, and that constant is G, capital G, capital M, small m upon r square. So this is very, very important formula. Gravitational force F is equal to G, capital M, small m upon r square. This capital G is nothing but universal gravitational constant. and the value of capital G 6.67 into 10 raised to power minus 11. Unit is Newton into meter square per kg square. Capital M, mass of earth, small m, mass of moon, and r is distance between earth and moon. So remember this equation, very important equation, it is true for all bodies, not only celestial body, for all bodies. If we consider any two smaller masses, very small masses, just like this and this, so there also exists gravitational force. Very small masses also experience gravitational force. Suppose this is mass m1, this is mass m2, and the gravitational force between them, it is given by formula G m1 m2 upon r square. So in next lecture we will see what are the characteristics of this gravitational force.